1, 2, 3, 4. IE Sports Radio. Let's kick it. From the Premier League to the Serie A, we're tracking the beautiful game every day. La Liga, Bundesliga, crossing the map, but we bring it right back for the CONCACAF snap. Yeah, the NWSL is setting the pace, and the MLS is running the race. Shenanigans, we're taking the pitch from the local turf to the global switch. IE Sports Radio, the whistle blows loud. Jess and Big Mike, we're rocking the crowd.
Champions League on the Tuesday night lights.
World Cup summer's reaching incredible heights.
From J-League to Liga MX in the sun.
College pitches where the legends begun.
If the ball is rolling, we're breaking it down. The biggest soccer show in the whole
Shenanigans, we're taking the pitch from the local turf to the global switch. IE Sports Radio, the whistle blows loud. Jess and Big Mike, we're rocking the crowd. Jess and Big Mike, Shin pads, Shenanigans, we own the pitch.
All right, welcome to Shin Pads and Shenanigans right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. I'm Jess, this is Big Mike, and we are Shin Pads and Shenanigans. You can find us on X at shinpad_IESR. Welcome back, Big Mike.
Oh, yeah, I tell you what, it's good to be back, with you on a Thursday night. No doubt about that. I'm not so sure if it's so good to be back here just yet. I mean, what a trip. And of course, got to represent the Tartan Army tonight.
Of course.
Anyway, yeah, but no, it's all jokes aside. It's good to be back. Good to be, back in my own bed again, things like that. But man, I do miss being over there. It was a lot of fun.
Sounds like it. Ugh, so jealous.
Yeah,
So
yeah, you
jealous.
got to. I'm telling you, put it on your list, girl. Put it on your list. You'll have an amazing time.
I will definitely have to do that. All right, we're talking lots of transfers tonight, plus a little bit of drama coming out of FIFA. Let's get the transfers and stuff over with. We'll save the hot topic for towards the end of the show.
Good call.
Let's get the boring stuff out of the way first.
Yeah, right.
Let's talk transfers going on here.
Been a theme as of late.
Do what?
Been a theme on our show as of late. We went through that phase where we're talking about everybody getting sacked.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's just like transfer.
It is the summer transfer window.
Yep, that it is. It's part of it. We see it it feels like each year though to me. I know it's really probably not the case. It just feels like it's just more and more like active each time around. It just feels that way.
Yeah, they're really trying to up their game.
Yeah,
really trying.
For sure.
So coming out of Chicago, we've got Hugo Cypers headed to CF Monterrey. So he's headed down south. What do you think about that?
I'm really curious how this affects the Fire going forward. You look at them. Yeah, it could be. Fourth in the East right now, and but they've dropped the last two matches. Don't think they looked overly impressive in either one. Just my opinion. So I'm curious to how that will shake out. Obviously, we talked about the news of Lewandowski coming in, obviously, but I see why they did this, obviously. Restructure around that deal or whatnot, but I think Monterrey is going to be pretty happy with this too.
Oh, I'm sure. He's a lethal striker.
Yeah, who doesn't want that on your squad?
Yeah. This is going to be a 3-year deal for them as well. The fee of $7.5 million. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah, it is. half a mil potential bonuses, I believe. So, I mean, hey, it can work for both, right? We'll see. We'll see how he transitions when, with Lewandowski that is, and as the Chicago moves forward, right? But I think I kind of like this for Monterey.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be good for them.
Yep.
Seems like the Revs have signed a pretty good player, Jack Harrison.
Yeah, I like this for them. Again, they're third in the East, right? And coming off a draw and a nice beat down of Atlanta. So might be a team to keep an eye on.
For sure.
Oh, it is.
I mean, he's coming from Leeds too.
Yeah. So I like this one.
I do too. It's considered excellent, high-profile coup, and I mean he's got elite pedigree, and it's kind of a coming home since he did star for NYCFC before going over to Manchester City.
Yeah, I think this will be. He'll make a pretty big impact, I think, pretty quickly. So I like this for them, and like I said, they're having a pretty decent season so far, and I think this can just look. I'm not going to say they're hoisting the cup. Not going that far yet, but don't sleep on them.
Right? They're just not even 10 points under Miami right now in the Eastern Conference.
Right. So
watching out for the Revs, man.
Yeah, definitely a squad to watch without a doubt.
For sure. And of course, the new kid on the block, San Diego, also kind of going on over there.
Hey, I mean, what are you gonna do there, right? I mean, they're trying to pull them up here. I mean, they're hey, at least they're not the bottom.
Yeah, at least they're not the bottom right now. They're kind of mid-table, but they did acquire a player from the Danish club FC Copenhagen. So that's going to be an interesting one.
Gonna be an interesting one. See how he fits in their dynamic.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's kind of going to be the thing there. If he does, I mean, you could see them obviously an improvement with this squad. Is it going to be enough? I mean, I don't know about that. They're kind of bottom mid, if you will, of the table.
Yeah.
But I don't know. This is kind of a wait and see one to me.
Yeah. But he also could be a high impact signing as well. Because he just finished playing for Tunisia at the World Cup. He's got 33 international caps. And he can also act as not only an elite finisher, but also a primary playmaker.
Yes, he could. Hopefully he doesn't bring that bad juju from Tunisia's performance, but hey, that's another that's another story.
Yeah, completely different topic there.
Yeah. But yeah, you're 100% right on that. I'm just a wait and see. I just really wonder the dynamic, on the pitch with him and the rest of the squad. So we'll see there, but obviously it's adding someone of that caliber, to me, you're, at least on paper, you're a better squad.
Yeah. We'll see how things work out on the pitch itself.
Yep.
They've also acquired a CF Montreal player, Thor Halton, trade for some general allocation money, where Montreal are going to receive $500,000 in general allocation money, plus up to $125,000 in performance-based add-ons. This deal itself is through June 2028. The last one, we didn't have at a fee. The fee was not disclosed at this time. But with this one, we have that for us.
I mean, it's a versatile addition. So you kind of you tip your cap a little bit to San Diego, right? It's like they're making moves to try to get better. Obviously, we'll see if they work out or not. But from my opinion, my own personal standpoint, there, I like that. I like, hey, you know what, we're struggling a bit. Let's see what we can do here. If we got the room to do it.
Yeah.
Let's see what we can put together for the rest of this season and see it, catapults us in the next.
It's going to be an interesting season, that's for sure.
No, it really is.
Like what?
It really
It
is.
feels like there's so many players that are elite players that are coming in mid-season.
Yeah.
For MLS.
Yep. So the second half is going to be definitely we have to keep our eyes on it. It's almost hard to do in a way because here you go, we've got second half that's coming up, and at the same time I'm watching TV earlier. We've got Premier League friendlies going on.
Mm-hmm.
Head on a swivel, man.
Right, absolutely. And then, of course, this is the last MLS season that's going to be this way.
Right.
They're switching over to a European calendar starting next year, where the season is going to start in, was it February?
Yeah, I believe so.
Let me see if we've got a start date on that.
It's close to that. I can't remember. It might have been late February, early March. Can't remember, but it's right around there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going from February to May. It's a 14 game, which is not a lot.
No.
At all.
No. It's a little quick.
For real. It's going to go absolutely insanely fast. So getting back to the transfers, Orlando has signed West Bromwich Albion player Daryl Dyke. It's guaranteed through the 2027 MLS sprint season. And this is a free transfer because his contract expired with West Bromwich. Orlando sent $75,000 in 2027 general allocation money to Seattle for his discovery rights, with additional $75,000 in performance-based general allocation money potentially due at a later time. What do we think about this one?
Low risk.
Across the pond.
Yeah, across the pond. Pretty low risk, high reward. Maybe you can help with that goal differential that Orlando's struggling with this season.
Yeah, we'll say. Yeah, it's struggling so a little bit.
Yeah,
they're a little bit.
They're struggling on that side of on that side of things just a little bit. Mm-hmm. But we've been seeing a lot of these. I mean, we mentioned at the start of the show how we've seen so many of these. Obviously it's the windows of these transfers coming and going. But what I've seen about this with this one and including several others is the fact there's been several ones that we all kind of look at and go, that's pretty low risk, high reward.
Yeah.
And I kind of like that. It's like, okay,
I do too.
Not a ton. We're if it flops, it flops. We didn't break the bank.
Mm-hmm.
And it's good. It's great for the player too. It's like, okay, well, here's my shot. I can, get my, in some cases, whatever it may be, but get my game back, if you will, or new, fresh scenery, whatever it may be. But I like this one too. I think I'm a big fan of the low risk, high reward deals, especially as long as you're not shelling too much money at it.
Yeah, right. This was a free transfer.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really beat that.
No, not really. He does have an injury gamble, though. Out of his 5 seasons in England, they were disrupted by a significant long-term injury or injuries that limited his appearance out of 5 seasons to a total of 65 appearances.
Yeah,
so
and
that's
the slight drawback, if you will. See this with a lot of players, obviously in a lot of different sports. They get banged up numerous times, and you're just not sure if they can. That's at that point. We've said it on the show many times. Your best ability is availability. And, is he going to be available? And that's really to me, that's the only slight negative on this deal. But again, it's still a low risk deal for the club. So, he's out there. He's move on. Which hopefully he's out there for club's sake and obviously most importantly for his sake. Hopefully he can get some quality minutes on the pitch and, be able to play in a few matches without, God forbid, another injury.
I know, right? This next one, I know we've talked about players going from Montreal or to the Revs. Well, this one's going from Montreal or to Montreal from the Revs. Ceballos is headed over to Montreal, and the New England Revs are going to receive $750,000 in general allocation money. And this is a highly strategic business move for Montreal. And it's an asset flip for New England.
Yep.
I mean, immediate defensive upgrade for Montreal.
Yeah.
I mean,
they could use that.
Mm-hmm.
They really could. They're struggling on that side of it too. I mean, they're near bottom of the East right now. At the goal differentials of 11 the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the worst in the conference, outside of I think Orlando and Atlanta. The other ones have worse. So that should help them and hopefully gets them out of that bottom three, if you will. Not that it really matters in MLS, but although it should. But again, another topic, another day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, he's got the aerial presence because he's up at 6 foot tall. This guy.
Yeah.
So you got to think about those aerial battles, and this guy won Defender of the Year in 2025 for the Revs.
Yes, he did.
So like he's tactically flexible, where he's comfortable playing in a traditional back four or stepping in as a wide center back in a 3-man back line. So
yeah, defensive upgrade, no doubt about it, and they could use it.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it could be kind of two birds with one stone here, right? From Montreal, you got a good business, from the business side of it, it works out good. And, in theory, you're going to get a better, you're getting a better defensive player.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
So another good one. I mean, potentially here for Montreal.
And hopefully Montreal can stay out of the bottom.
Yeah, hopefully.
We'll see, though.
Yeah.
Another one from out of St. Louis now. They have signed a Greek top flight player, Maten, I believe it's pronounced, from Panetolikos, Greek top flight club.
Mm-hmm.
Contract runs through 2028-29 season. He's coming on as a free agent, so there's like zero risk for them financially. Correct. And he's going to be occupying an international roster slot pending his P1 visa and international transfer certificate.
So hope that paperwork works out.
Yeah, hopefully. What do we think about this signing?
Yeah, I think this is another solid signing here. Sorry to pull up the old numbers or notes I had on this one here. It's just another lower risk deal, in my opinion. Has some championship experience, if you think about it. 2023, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. I think it was. He helped the Crew to the 2023 MLS Cup. And
League Cup title from 24.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's going to be good for him.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it brings someone who's got some winning caliber, some been able to hoist a trophy. Those are, to me, are good things. In time you got a squad in St. Louis. It's kind of middle of the pack. Not out of it yet by any means. So I don't know. I like it. Again, another one. Most of these so far, outside of maybe one or two, probably just one, I think, that we've talked about so far.
Yeah.
I think have been mostly pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's move over to the USL. We've got a player out of, I believe it was Miami FC, who has been called up for Jamaica. Preston Bent has been called up for the under-20 national team for the CONCACAF under-20 championship, and has already made an impact for them.
Yeah, didn't take them long.
Nope, not at all. Not at all. Scored in the 95th minute of their opening match in Group C. So
Yeah.
congrats on the goal, dude, and good luck in this
Yeah. I mean,
competition.
I think that might be a nice little boost for Jamaica with that. That's always we've seen Jamaican teams over the years, and not so much as of late, but I've always felt that they've put in some sneaky good squads over the years. Um, they can just fly down the pitch, and so we'll see it. We'll see how it works out for him going forward. But what an impact, and what an impact just that quickly. So that is a cool story, and we'll see if that continues. Obviously going forward, but man, he made himself and Jamaica look good with that call up.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Rolling it on back, out of Monterey AFC. Unfortunately, Kevin's loan has concluded. It was a 4-month loan. He's going to Europe, and this is only a few days early. He was scheduled through July 31st, but it was cut short a few days to facilitate an immediate permanent European transfer back. His next club is going to be KS Eupen.
Yep.
And he served his purpose, He
did.
He served his purpose. Now he's headed back. So,
Yep.
Could you really have asked for any more?
Well, technology was awesome there because you just went quiet for like 3 seconds.
No.
I thought I lost you.
No, I'm still here.
Good.
All right. Moving on over into Dallas here. Dallas have signed their first signing. They have signed Chicharito.
That definitely makes some headlines, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I haven't seen or heard Chicharito's name since he basically was with LA Galaxy.
Correct. Good marketing move.
100% good marketing.
I'm not sure about anything else.
We'll see.
Yeah, he's I mean, always enjoyed watching him play in his prime. But like I said, in his prime.
In his prime. Keywords.
He is not there now. But hey, it'll put some butts in seats.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yep. So good.
I mean,
good way to increase your attendance. Not
absolutely.
sure it's going to make a whole lot of difference on the pitch.
Yeah. Considering the fact that his Galaxy career was disrupted by an ACL tear. We'll see. He might not make much on pitch, but I mean,
I don't think he will.
He's already kind of helping get the team started because their inaugural season is next season.
Yeah.
So he's already joining in with front marketing campaigns, helping build the squad culture, and driving local engagement.
So and just to that point right there, that's where he's going to help this club.
Yeah.
I don't think you and I both agree he's not going to really help much, when it comes to being on the pitch. But there's so many other things like, behind the scenes and in the community and things of that nature that will be very, very positive. Yeah.
I feel like this is probably going to be the only season for him because, he just turned 38 this year. We all know, Messi 39-ish right now.
Yep. Ronaldo's like 41, I think.
Yeah. So, these guys are at the tail end of their careers,
Yes.
But, who knows? Maybe they'll get to the point where not only is he joining, but eventually he might own a portion of the club. Because I feel like that's kind of what Messi's doing with Inter Miami.
Yes.
I could be wrong, but
no, I think that's a good line of thinking, and nobody will be surprised if these things happen in the future or down the road, right?
Right. Because, I mean, these players have got to think, what do they do once they retire?
Correct.
So, all right. Moving over into Liga MX for a minute here, because I really only have one thing out of Liga MX,
Yeah.
is that Korea is leaving for Argentina. I mean, to join the River Plate on a permanent transfer, and he's leaving Tigres. The total value is reported at $17 million to $20 million package, and the contract is going to run through December of 2029. The most expensive sale in Tigres' history.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah. I was looking at my notes here. And I was like, okay, well, what's the 29? Okay, well, that's a chunk of change.
Right? That is a massive chunk of change.
That's a chunk of change.
I mean, crazy.
I mean, we'll see. It's been labeled an A grade, right?
Mm-hmm. It has.
Yeah.
Exceptional financial escape for Tigres too.
Yep. And he's still in his prime.
Yeah. Seriously. So I mean, watch out for River Plate these next few seasons.
No, absolutely. I think this is one of those, again, it's going to work for both. I think it can work for both squads, not necessarily just on the pitch, but when you're able as a club to get out from underneath something and kind of do like a reset or a reload or whatever it might be. And then obviously, River Plate's getting a good player. So we'll see. Well, obviously, we'll see how this all shakes out. But yeah, this is good for River Plate. And also,
yeah. Seriously, absolutely massive for them. All right, guys, we're gonna take a short little break, and then we're gonna go across the pond for a little bit before we talk about the drama going on in FIFA right now. Yeah. You guys have been watching Shin and Shenanigans right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all the sports. We'll see you guys after the break.
For the last 10 years, IE Sports Radio has been bringing you amazing content ranging from interviewing legendary athletes, coaches, and other authorized media personnel to building tailor-made shows dedicated to all major sports cities around the country. Make sure to follow us at IE Sports Radio on X, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube to keep up with the latest in sports and with all of our shows. Also, make sure to check out our daily updated website at iesportsradio.com. At iesportsradio.com, you can see our daily show schedule and check out all of our show pages with personal bios to learn a little bit more about each of our awesome hosts. In addition to our show pages, you can catch the iSports Radio blog, Hall of Fame, Fans of the Month page, and our merchandise shop, including t-shirts, tank tops, caps, long sleeves, hoodies, and more. For now over a decade here at iSports Radio, we've continued to be by the fans, for the fans, and we thank you all for your support and for making iSports Radio your direct feed for all that is sports.
All right, welcome back to Shin and Shenanigans right here on IE Sports Radio, or direct feed for all that is sports. Moving across the pond over into the EFL.
Can I go back across the pond? That'd be great.
Physically, I don't know if you can right now. might be a little hard.
Might be
at this moment. Looking in the championship, particularly Ipswich Town, Monday has made a move From Celtic FC to Ipswich Town. This package is valued at £10 million. It's a 3-year contract, and it's their first Japanese player in Ipswich's entire history.
Wow.
And like this player, I mean, I'm not gonna be like, well, Japanese players are the best, but like this kid, and I say kid, I don't even know his age right now off the top of my head. Relentless, high, intense pressing profile, which is gonna make him an absolute nightmare for opposing defenders. So,
Well, I'll call him a kid 'cause I know he's a lot younger than me, so I can do that. But no, this is going to be a massive tactical upgrade.
absolutely, especially for a club that is looking to get promoted to the Premier League.
Yeah, and look, we've watched Japan, for example, over the past several years, and yeah, they've hoisted a trophy, but man, they're just so tactical, and they just give teams fits, and it feels like that's just kind of this is kind of who they are, kind of what they do. It's their identity, right? So, this is fantastic for them. I think he'll make an impact pretty quickly. And who knows? We'll see if he can get him, help him get that promotion.
Absolutely. I mean, at Celtic, he had 212 appearances, 79 goals, 37 assists,
Not bad.
5 Scottish Premiership titles, and 5 domestic cups.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Trophy
man.
Trophy cabinet's looking pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
No, I like this. I mean, this will. Yeah, they're going to be thrilled with this acquisition.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Moving on up into the Premier League, coming out of City right now, Rodri is now recovering from back surgery because he was experiencing some persistent discomfort, and we've seen this a lot in players where they're wanting to get back surgery or because of or they want to do like a intense therapy program to help with back issues. Well, he had a minor operation. I believe it was this past Monday that happened.
Believe you're
right now,
correct.
there is no estimated return date. So, if you're wanting to see Rodri on the pitch, I don't know how that's going to work out.
I've been waiting a bit.
Might be waiting a bit.
Yeah, back injuries are just they're just kind of unpredictable. I mean, you can say that about a lot of injuries, to be fair. I mean, it's something that you can be back relatively. I use this phrase kind of loosely, relatively short order, but typically with a back, you got to make sure you're 100, right? It's not like a hammy. You can just wrap it up and hey, I'm 85%. I can still go out there and play and make an impact. You need to be able to walk and you need to be able to run when it comes to your back.
Yeah.
Trust me, as someone who's had back issues in the past, they're not fun, and even the most simplest back injury can sideline you for 6-8 weeks, and that's without an operation. So, but hopefully, just take your time, get healthy, and make your back from crying out loud.
Right. So we know that the Viking became incredibly popular during the World Cup, so much so that the Norway team started using it. Well, Holland has taken the Viking Road to one of the City players' wedding.
That's cool. I love that.
You gotta fill the spotlight a little bit for Donnarumma, who, if you guys don't know, is City's goalkeeper, one of them anyway. He got married in Pulisia on July 24th and married his time partner. But at the reception, Holland kind of stole the show, where even the bride and groom joined in to do the Viking row. So fun.
Yeah. No, and I'm still I'm still coming across like his sister's like TikToks of all the, Holland, Holland, the little jingle. And yeah, it was so cool. That's one of the most memorable, let me stress that, of the entire World Cup. Their fans, the row was just, you watch even networks were staying on air longer just so like, all right, we're going to watch them do the row.
Right.
So yeah, it became one of my favorite parts of the World Cup. And like I said, I talked about this before the World Cup, how this kid is on the verge of superstardom. And he keeps his head on straight, keeps doing what he's doing. He's just going to make all these impacts, and he's got his whole career ahead of him still. Yeah, just that's super cool.
Absolutely. Going into our last few little bits of transfer news, because it is still the summer transfer window. Newcastle. Bamba has signed for Newcastle from AS Monaco for an initial base fee of £30 million. This is your contract, and if you're curious what number he's going to play, he's going to play number 8. Thoughts?
But
on the kid.
Yeah.
Now, this I can genuinely say as a kid, because he made his full senior debut back in September.
Right.
So, kind of green still.
Yes. And that's the but, right?
That's the but.
That's the but. Doesn't have a lot of first team under his belt. Potential's there. Will it get to it? Kind of a wait and see thing here.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep. Does some things well. Distributes the ball well. It's got solid passing.
Yep.
Transitions pretty well. Can he grow on that?
Hopefully so, but it's that kind of that lack of first team mileage that makes it feel
little risk there. Little risk, but
yeah.
Sometimes those risks pay off, so who knows? But
We'll see.
But yeah, it's my thought is they must see a lot in this guy. And locking him in, it's a decent amount of years, and hoping maybe they by his second and third year he's found his groove, so that he's having for a couple of years before he goes somewhere else.
Hopefully, yeah, because he's probably not going to stay after 5 years because it's Newcastle.
Because if he balls out and just takes it by storm, he'll Man City will land him.
We'll see. Nottingham Forest have signed Xaver Schlager, best pronunciation I can come up with, on a free transfer, 2-year contract. Another freebie. We'll see how this one works out too.
Tactically, I think it makes sense.
Yeah, because he did work with Oliver Glasner before.
Yeah.
So
I see the logic there.
I do too. But we'll see. Supposedly his style complements the dressing room. On paper, it looks good. We'll see how it shakes out in reality, though.
Yep. I'll lean more towards liking this one a little bit better. Just because of the tactical fit. I do like that. So yeah, but obviously, just like all these, time will tell. But on paper, I do like this one. Maybe it's not as much as some of the other ones we've discussed, but also better than a few, maybe.
Yeah. And our last little bit of transfer news is actually kind of a loan out from Liverpool. Liverpool have loaned out Pessi out on loan to Austrian Bundesliga. And we see this all the time. It's about more, I feel like it's more about player development
Yep.
than it is about what Liverpool needed this time. It's more helping him become a better, more well-rounded player.
Yep. Give him some more minutes,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
Which obviously, if you want to develop, that's what you have to have the minutes, right?
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
can't just develop training. So, no, but I think you're right. I think and we've mentioned the loans on this show a few times and how this is very beneficial to the player. So we'll see how this goes. But I think typically in these situations like this, it's kind of up to the player at this point how it really goes, right?
Yeah.
So, but I think it's definitely a good opportunity for him. So hopefully he's able to take advantage of it.
Hopefully. And this is going to be really great for him because he recently made his senior international debut for Hungary, and playing regular first team minutes in this league, the Austrian Bundesliga, is essential to keeping his spot for the national setup. So, and this was the plan all along for him. And I feel like this was not a shock to him. This was pretty much expected because
No, for sure.
yeah, Liverpool were going to give him 1 year of training under their staff and then send him out to quote unquote get blooded. And I had to look up this term. It means to get his real first taste of top tier football.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is going to be a good one. And hopefully he likes it, and hopefully it's going to be really for his career.
Yeah, hopefully so. I mean, again, there's worse places to get training than Liverpool. So get some quality training there. Go out and get those minutes, get beat up a little bit, and get better as a result.
All right, let's get into the kind of the hot topic that's been going around, talking about world soccer here. Deteriorating relations with involving President Infantino.
Wonder why.
Yeah, because he is wanting to sell a 20% minority stake. I think it's in FIFA as a whole, not just the World Cup.
Yeah, but World Cup, that's where everybody thinks about, right? That's where everybody's brain goes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's
So.
yeah, there was a lot of people during the World Cup that like Infantino, like he's just not a liked man.
Nope.
And people really feel that he doesn't know anything about football.
But I tell you what. I mean, you see some of his actions and what he's doing. You can sit there and go, yeah. I can see why you'd say that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, this was, and again, it's so frustrating because, obviously we had a World Cup show, right? And we were so excited and talking all these great matches and all of these, the fans and the Viking row and all these cool things that we saw during this World Cup. And then as we kind of got further in the tournament, it just started to kind of weigh a little bit, at least in my eyes, in my opinion, because you got referees are doing this and not calling this, and you get all these inconsistencies. And here's Argentina again. Some cases feel like they're getting away with almost murder.
Yeah.
And then you see Infantino like cozying up with politicians and all these things. It just the optics don't look great,
Yeah. And
And
he
then
gave them an ultimatum. He gave, what was it? Was it the investors that he gave the ultimatum to?
yeah. I believe so.
Yeah, like,
So,
it was like that.
and
It's
it's
just like,
been
dude, come on.
chatted about here
This-
for a while now, and then today, way to go, you, and kudos, tip of the cap to UEFA.
Mhm.
They're like, yeah, not on our watch. Like,
Mhm.
and you saw everyone who followed after that. Like, yeah, we're out. If you're doing, pull this crap, we're not going to participate.
Right. And he's trying to create this $20 billion commercial subsidiary called FIFA Forward Enterprises. They're aiming to raise $4.2 billion by giving private equity investors control over the lucrative broadcasting, sponsorship, and ticketing operations for future World Cups. That's kind of what they're looking at right now. And it's getting a lot of backlash. And
Yep.
I'm proud of UEFA for standing up about that.
Yep.
CONCACAF have, there's been a lot of rejection there.
Mm-hmm.
41 member nations, including the 2026 hosts of US, Canada, Mexico, have unanimously rejected the proposal.
Yep.
There's a deep concerns over a lack of transparency, due process, and intimidation tactics, where he gave
Right.
them until September 19th to approve the plan or forfeit the cash. I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
We are just thinking solely of ourselves and nothing else.
It is ridiculous.
It's so stupid.
It's absolutely idiotic.
It's our beautiful game, right? And you have the biggest tournament in the world. Let's just try to screw this up, just so I can likely do some stuff behind the scenes and line my pockets. I mean, this does not pass the smell test. It doesn't pass the eye test. Passes none of those to me. It just reeks and looks of just corruption.
Mhm.
And so that's why I'm saying, get on UEFA. Yeah, we're not having it. I'm sitting there thinking, I saw that. I was like, well, I wasn't shocked by it by any means, but I'm still like, hey, good on you. And I'm sitting there thinking, man, could you imagine a World Cup without Europe? Who's going to watch it?
Right?
I mean, seriously.
And the thing is, the Asian Football Confederation, the AFC, criticized FIFA for failing to consult them, accusing Infantino of undermining the very foundations of football.
Yep.
Now, this is really big blow for Infantino, politically speaking, because AFC have historically formed his strongest voting bloc.
Yep.
I can't, just a little bit longer.
I know.
He's been elected and reelected. He's been at the FIFA Congress since February of 2016. The next election is in March of next year.
He needs to go away.
He needs to go away.
He needs to go away.
Absolutely, he needs to go away. Because he is almost single-handedly ruining this beautiful game.
He is. He absolutely is. He needs to be gone.
Why would you give an ultimatum that makes you look bad? And for one, and secondly, ultimatums are almost always a red flag.
Always, and I can't stand them personally. I get an ultimatum on anything. I'm telling you, I always tell people, it's not going to go your way. It's just not. This I mean, like I said, it just looks bad. It is bad to me. And honestly, if you're trying to be, corrupt or whatever, man, you're doing a really bad job of doing it, man, because that was a horrible political play.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Horrible political.
Absolutely. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, well, hopefully he's not around much longer, but
Hopefully not.
I'm sorry, that's just me, but
No, I'm in agreement. Anytime I see a picture with him smiling, all I just see is the little sharp teeth that make him look a little bit devious.
yes.
That's all I see.
Yep.
Talking a little bit about the World Cup, talking about national teams here. We'll start off with Pochettino, set to stay as the national team coach for the U.S.
Yeah. I'm going to be really curious all the reports are saying it's close, which typically means it's probably going to get done.
Yeah.
What the parameters of the deal are. That's what I'm going to be curious about. Do I think that am I glad that he's set to stick around? I am.
Yeah.
The one thing, consistency is a good thing.
Absolutely.
And up until they laid the egg against Belgium, it was exciting.
Yeah.
Country was getting excited. I mean, there was a lot of fanfare going on with the team, and again, a horrible loss, unfortunately. But
Yeah.
I don't put one terrible loss solely on a coach or your manager or whatever.
Yeah.
The players didn't show up in that match for the most part, and as a coach, you come up with the tactical plan, the tactics, and everything, the plans, and players have to execute those. Players didn't execute. So now you can argue maybe his plan wasn't right for that particular match. Okay, fine. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. I wasn't there. But players still didn't play. So
Yeah.
I thought he's done some good things. I mean, kind of goes without saying, but so it's definitely worth him staying. I'm glad he's looks like he's gonna stick around. I'm just curious as to how this would shape up, say, because everything, 4-year deal, so it'd put him through the 2030 for the next World Cup. What happens if a big, Argentina job or a European job pops up in 2028?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? So then it's like, what can the U.S. national team kind of get, if anything, out of that? You know what I mean? So like that's why I'm curious. I'm curious as to how this will shake out just from a business standpoint for the U.S. So, but other than that, I'm glad he's sticking around. Hopefully, he can do some things that will get down to like the club, youth level of U.S. soccer. That might change some things. That's not going to happen overnight, obviously.
Right.
But that's something I think that would be good. Say around that 15, 16 level, the next generation of players, if you will. Because obviously, you think about it, the team that's going to come back for the next World Cup, assuming let's just assume for a minute that it's vastly who we just saw. Pulisic's 31. You're gonna have a couple guys there in 30, 31 range, and not that that's old by any means. It's not, but that's kind of like you're going to start at that. For that point, the prime, you start going to the back half of it. You know what I mean? And obviously, we didn't see a whole lot from your quote unquote your star player, if you will. So there's just a lot of those factors that I'm really interested to see, assuming he does stay, which it looks like he will, what he'll do, from that level on up. And obviously curious what the contract actually will state, because there's no guarantee that, and we know how this works, it's business. there's no guarantee if something were to come up in 2 years that he would be like, yeah, I gotta go take that amount.
We'll see. We'll see what
Yeah.
happens there.
But I don't know. What do you think? Do you think it's good he sticks around? I like the consistency of it at least.
Yeah, I do too. And I think it's going to be good if he sticks around, especially, I mean, because I think I saw where it's a 4-year deal, but other than that, the details of the contract are still not available for public consumption.
Right.
So, I mean, like, I feel like the team wouldn't have gotten nearly as far if it hadn't been for Pochettino.
No, I agree with you. I thought from a coaching standpoint, he did well. I do. And I know casual fans or, I should say a lot of know-it-all fans, if you will just sit there and ridicule him for that performance against Belgium. But I'm sorry. I mean, yes, there might be a little bit of blame on him, but I'm sorry. At the end of the day, you shouldn't have to be able to amp up your players to play a knockout stage in front of your home crowd.
Right. You should be able, the players should want to play, like, show up, but they just kind of didn't that last match.
Show up and just at least win or lose, whatever, just go out there and play the game and play it the way you're capable of playing it, which they didn't do. So I can't put all that on him. So I think for the U.S., and we've seen so many changes with this national team over the years. I think consistency could be a good thing, and this way he can, all things go well, he'll have 4 years to really craft this the way that he wants to craft it, which theoretically could be better than we've seen most do. So we'll see, but I think at the end of the day, I think it's a good thing.
I think so too. But something that they're not going to happen. Some deals going off with the Italian national team.
Did anything go right there?
Oh, I don't really think so, actually.
I don't think so either.
They were set to appoint Pirlo, who is I believe a Frenchman, to the head coach position, but because of his collaboration with a Russian betting brand, the decision was made by Italian Federation president to not appoint him. So Italy, as far as I know, is still without a national team head coach, and the recently appointed sporting director, Maldini, has also resigned just 2 weeks on the job because of their decision to not appoint Pirlo.
Man, you know what, Jess, between us, this is almost the time where I wish Larry would jump on the show. Just, hey, Larry, you want to go coach Italy?
Right.
I feel bad for the fans. I do. But my word, whatever's going on over there, they cannot seem just to either get out of their own way or bad luck. I don't know what it is, but it seems to be an epic disaster.
Yeah. And there are rumors floating around Giorgio Chiellini could be considered for the position. But as far as I know, he has publicly denied that he is not was it not going to be it? He has officially declined the role. I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
He's currently the chief club affairs officer at Juventus. So I think he's going to kind of stay there. But we'll see, I mean
kind of can't blame him.
Who knows? Maybe his twin brother Claudio Chiellini will be the sporting director.
Could be. I mean, it's just like, I don't know, it's just such a mess over there.
Yeah, seems
but
like
at the same time, you could be like a hero. You know what I mean? Like, if you have the mental fortitude, if you will, just to accept that role and that challenge, which would be a lot. I get that. But could you imagine whoever took that and all of a sudden just kind of brought them back to relevancy again? They'd they built a statue for him in 10 seconds.
I don't know. We'll see.
But I don't know
We'll
if
see what
anyone wants to deal with. That's the thing. It's just, I don't know, man. It's so crazy because it was. I mean, we've watched this game for forever, and and it was back in the day. It was just like Italy. It's like, oh crap, look out for Italy,
Right.
And now it's like Italy and Russia's laughing.
Almost a joke.
Yeah, it's wild. So wild.
Goodness. All right, guys. It is time. We have come to the very end of our show. Just a reminder, next week, August the 6th, there will be no show. I'm going to be out of town. We're going to SoCal. So we'll be
Nice.
having some good relaxing time by the beach over there.
Much deserved.
You went on your trip. Now it's time for me to go on mine.
Yeah, yep, and it's much deserved. What part of SoCal are you?
We're going to be in the Long Beach area.
That's a nice area.
Yeah,
So,
it is a nice area.
You'll very much enjoy that. Much deserved. I bet in 2 weeks when we come back, for those pop culture fans out there, we might have some Ted Lasso to talk about.
Yes, because that starts up next week.
You'll be proud of me, Jess, because on the way back, I said before, Mike, I'm going to rewatch everything to get ready for season 4, right? So on the flight back from Dublin, they had the entire season 1.
Nice.
So binge watched season 1 on the way back, and then of course got home, and once I slept and kind of got my wits at least semi around me, I binge watched season 2. So just got watch season 3 yet, and then obviously next week's actually when 4 drops. So
yep, absolutely. I would rewatch it, but I think we've already rewatched the whole thing twice this year.
Okay, so you're good. You're good. I hadn't watched it in a while, so I was like, I need to rewatch it, especially with season 4 coming up, and obviously some stuff we'll get to talk about and have some little pop culture fun with our beautiful game. So
absolutely, absolutely. All right, guys, you've been watching Shin Pads and Shenanigans right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed, all the sports.
see you in 2 weeks.
See you guys in 2 weeks.
1, 2, 3, 4. IE Sports Radio. Let's kick it. From the Premier League to the Serie A, we're tracking the beautiful game every day. La Liga, Bundesliga, crossing the map, but we bring it right back for the CONCACAF snap. Yeah, the NWSL is setting the pace, and the MLS is running the race. Shin Pads and Shenanigans, we're taking the pitch from the local turf to the global switch. IE Sports Radio, the whistle blows loud. Jess and Big Mike, we're rocking the crowd.
Champions League on the Tuesday night lights.
World Cup summer's reaching incredible heights.
From J-League to Liga MX in the sun.
College pitches where the legends begun.
If the ball is rolling, we're breaking it down. The biggest soccer show in the whole
Shin Pads and Shenanigans, we're taking the pitch from the local turf to the global switch. IE Sports Radio, the whistle blows loud.